morning, everybody. It is July 5th. Last night was just the 4th of July. And today I'm riding my motorcycle over to Lassen National Forest, which is about 257 miles away from Arcata, California. I've never taken this route. I've never been to this place. It's near Lake Almanor, over in the Plumas County, I think, in northeastern California. I'm headed over there to do some cool field work studying oak regeneration in reburned forest fire areas.
When the big black car said, look this way, he said, hey, that day will you marry me?
And right now I'm just getting my motorcycle ready for the trip. Here's the lovely Shadow looking spiff. Just checked the tire pressure to make sure it was up to par. I've also got my duffel bags here, carrying my stuff for 2 weeks, as well as my fieldwork backpack. Yeah, so I gotta pack everything, 2 weeks worth of gear, but just wanted to give you a little preemptive ride trip video, and I'll keep you updated on the way I go. Bye. Hey everyone, so just made it over into Lassen National Forest. I'm near Westwood, a very small town in northeastern California, and I just made it over here. It was a really cool drive all the way on the 36. The first 100 miles or so were pretty windy. I had to cruise at around between 25 and 40 miles an hour because there was so much rock that was coming down off of the hill that it was just scattered everywhere. There was also a lot of really large pine cones, surprisingly. There was a lot of pine cones and debris on the ground, so I had to be careful about my road surface hazards. There were definitely a lot. And the canter of the road, like oftentimes it wasn't sloping in the best way for all of taking the turn, so I had to go really slow. But thankfully, yeah, about 50 miles of that, it smoothed out and straightened out, and it was a much better ride after that. I really enjoyed the rest of my ride. Rolling hills, seeing the vegetation change from oak-dominated systems in the eastern side of the North Coast Range in the valley to like this cool mesa geology where you could totally see the layers of sediments, as well as conifers becoming the really predominant species. And as you can see, we are still in a conifer-dominated landscape, primarily ponderosa pine, it looks like. I'm really stoked. It smells so good here. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick... Teton! Where are you going, bud? That's the dog. Teton. He's a one-eyed dog, but he's really friendly. Oh, it's Teton! Oh, it's the dog! Hi! Hi! How are Are you good? Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a quick second of one of my tie-down jobs. So this is my duffel bag. It's quite large. Well, sizable at least. It's mostly waterproof. I love it a lot. I use it a lot for my motorcycling. But I used a trucker's hitch right here to fasten everything down. As you can see, it's really quite stable. And I've been using trucker's hitches ever since I did trail building in high school. They taught us how to do really good tie downs. I can just pull this string out and it undoes itself at the end. Here's that trucker's hitch. So hopefully I'll do a lesson on knots in a future video, which is really useful for tying down gear. I prefer using these nylon cords for tying down, primarily because you can adjust the tension on it, and I've heard a lot of reviews on bungee cords and their use and how they can just become lax and not as elastic, not as stable in the long run. But yeah, anywho, yeah, I'll be up here for 2 weeks. I'm really excited for all the warm weather and new ecosystems to be checking out. So I'll keep you posted. Glad the ride went well. Really glad. I had some worries just in that, like, I didn't know how often I would have a gas station, but I stopped every 40 miles or so just to top off the tank, and it was fine. It was super chill. So always kind of good ego booster in the most healthiest of ways when you go on a trip by yourself and do stuff that's kind of out of your comfort zone. This was a little bit out of my comfort zone just because I haven't traveled on my motorbike in a while, and I've never gone on the route as far on the 36 highway as I have today. So I'm really proud of myself for doing a really good job, and makes me stoked for future motorcycle rides in Montana later this summer. And then also hitting up the East Coast next springtime. Going to all the regions of the United States. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. Bye.